Your take on patient-physician emotional distancing?
It's a great question. And when I was a trainee and a resident and now as an attending, I have the same question, right? And I'm an ER doc, clearly, right? And we see difficult conversations that are life ending, life altering, goals of care. Do we continue care? Are we escalating care? That happens a lot. But so do I expected my dad to have a UTI, but it was a brain mass. I thought I was constipated, but it was terrible carcinomatosis. And oftentimes, it is harder to separate yourself when the differential between what the patient is expecting and the news you have to give are so different. In those cases where there was an out of hospital cardiac arrest, the family knew there was a cardiac arrest, and they come to the hospital and they're still having a cardiac arrest, in a way, and it feels strange to say this, that's an easier conversation to have because the family is already mentally there. They likely haven't processed it. It's an impossible amount of things to process or to grieve properly to me, essentially a stranger, right? But a lot of that hard work has been done already. And that's something I still struggle with is distancing myself in those moments where I know I am single-handedly, categorically going to alter the trajectory of this family's life in a single encounter. That's tough for me. Peds especially is tough for me as a dad. There are still certain names that if I see a patient with an ankle sprain but they have that first name, I think about those cases. I think peds is the biggest thing though, where it'll be like, my daughter had that shirt, or like, oh look, Bluey. Now every time when I hear Bluey for the next week, I'm gonna think about this case, right? And I thought about this as a med student and as a resident and now. But I think it should be hard. I don't think it should be impossible. I don't think you should reconcile the fact that it's an impossible task to properly separate yourself. But that's not my goal anymore. I think my goal previously was I'm going to take that case, I'm going to put it in my pocket, and I'm not going to think about it anymore. I think it's you hold on to it for the memory it deserves, for the respect that